Come back anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, it's really hard to roll. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to my bed. I'm your host, Brooke Averick. Today, we're going to talk about all of our favorite Romantasy audiobooks on Audible. This is Between the Sheets. Let's do some Romantasy rankings. I have 6 characters from popular audiobooks, and I'm going to rank them based off of who I would like to spend one night and one night only with. Okay, in front of me I have Hunt from Crescent City, Dorian from Throne of Glass, Rhysand from Akatar, Rain from Crowns of Nyaxia, Xaden from Fourth Wing, and Roman from Divine Rivals. These are all great options, but unfortunately, one of them is gonna have to go at the bottom of the pyramid. Now, because I am judging these men on just looks and sense of humor, at the bottom, I'm gonna have to put Rain from Crowns of Nyaxia because I'm so sorry, I cannot do the long hair. And this severe expression, that's not something that's welcoming me into one night and one night only. So Rain, you're on the bottom. Now it gets tough because the rest of these guys I do genuinely love, at least as a friend. But I do keep coming back to that long hair, which I don't resonate with. And so for that reason, Hunt is gonna be on the bottom of the pyramid as well. And I'm so sorry, Hunt, I love ya, but you're on the bottom. I see maybe like a handshake at the end of the night from Hunt. This is tough because I like these 4. I have crushes on all of these 4, but at number 4 is gonna be Roman from Divine Rivals. I do love the way he looks, but I am looking for an older man, maybe between the ages of 28 and 500. And he's also not the funniest. He is funny, there are funnier people. That's also going to be a handshake, but like, with like a little squeeze.
Not even like a half hug?
I'm old enough to be his older sister. Well, actually, the thing I do like about Roman is that he's a fantastic writer. So I could honestly see us just spending the night writing together. I find that really romantic. Maybe he could write me a poem. Now we have Xaden, Dorian, and Rhysand. And those are my top 3 Romantasy men. I'm gonna have to do Xaden as 3rd, just because I find him the most serious of the 3. He could take me for a ride on his dragon.
The one night the dragon's there.
Dragon is there. Dragon stays on. I know I said that Roman was too young for me, and I do think Xaden is the exact same age. However, I can see the night with Xaden ending with some heavy petting. Can I say that?
I don't know.
This is making me completely sick to choose between Dorian and Rhysand because these are my 2 favorite Romantasy men of all time. Let's do some pros and cons. Dorian is hysterical, okay? Got a great sense of humor. Rhys is a little bit more serious, but I understand him on a level that I'm able to see his sense of humor in places that you guys might not, just because of our connection. Dorian has these phantom hands that I think could come in handy for our one night and one night only, but also Rhys has about 500 years of experience. It brings me no pleasure to put Dorian as my number 2. So obviously I'm saving myself for Rhys. The night ends with us. We're not even talking. Let the actions speak for the... That, I don't like that sign.
How would you get Feyre out of the picture?
Here's what's gonna happen to Feyre. They are going to have an amicable divorce. This is actually one of the first divorces to ever happen in their realm. And so congrats to them, really. This is a huge, huge moment in Prythian. So it's actually a great moment and no one is sad. I'm a great stepmother and everyone's happy. This was a pretty easy challenge until we got to the top 3. But in the end, it wasn't a challenge at all because when you have a mate, all you can do is follow that invisible string. Let's turn the lights down for a little bit of a Romantasy rendezvous. I am here with book talk, Romantasy, fitness queen, Gabby Cheyenne. Hi, Gabby.
Hey.
Should we get a little bit more comfortable? Maybe lie down? Okay. Gabby, thank you so much for coming to my bed.
Of course.
Okay, before we play our game, I just have a few questions for you. How romantic are you?
I feel like I'm an undercover romantic, you know? Like, I like to say, oh, that's so cheesy, but then low-key, I actually love it.
I totally get that.
And I like to romanticize everything.
Yes. I think I'm a romantic if someone would give me the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If someone would romance me, I feel like I would appreciate that.
Right. How much do you know about Romantasy And how'd you get into it?
Romantasy is the only genre I really listen to, I would say. Every time I'm listening to an audiobook that's about real life, I just don't care.
Doesn't hit the same.
It doesn't hit the same. I want it to be not real.
Yeah.
I want it to be fantasy.
It's nice to get out of here.
Exactly. I don't want real life stuff. I want to listen to things that aren't real.
I completely agree. What's the
Exactly.
first Romantasy series you really got into?
Jennifer Armentrout. That's what got me into Romantasy.
Got
When
it.
there's spice in it,
Locks you in?
it locks me in. I'm just sold.
I feel like that's a lot of people's gateway book to listen to.
Absolutely. Nyctos?
Oh, I'd like to get to know him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started with Akatar just because I felt left out of the conversation.
That's a classic.
And then that turned into, that is now my whole personality.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I read Akatar right after I read all Jennifer Armentrout's books.
What sort of spice level do you like your books to be?
It depends. I like quite a bit of spice, not gonna lie, but there has to be a plot.
I almost like when there's like a 2 to 3 book buildup until the spice starts. It's like I want to anticipate it so much that when it happens, it's like fully paid off.
You get me, absolutely. The slow burn.
I get you. Slow burn. That's the word I was looking for.
The slow burn is
Yeah.
almost more important than the actual
The
spice.
tension is more important than the
tension.
spice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, last question. What was the last Romantasy you listened to, and what's the next one on your list?
I'm actually currently listening to the 9th book in the Zodiac Academy series.
Oh, you're in it.
I'm in it. I'm down bad. It's all I think about. It's insane.
Are you doing 1.5 speed?
1.75.
1.75.
That's my sweet spot.
Wow.
Yeah,
Your brain must move fast.
I think it does, to be honest.
Good for you.
And then up next, I've been hearing a lot about Quicksilver.
Yeah, me too.
That is next on my list for audiobooks.
Okay, you want to play a game?
Yes, please.
Okay, perfect. I keep my games under my pillow.
As you should.
It's called Romantasy Retitle. And I'm going to give you some log lines of popular Romantasy books, and you're going to give me a title that you think fits.
Okay.
Ready for number 1?
Yes.
A down on her luck millennial takes a job at a farm only to find out her work involves milking minotaurs for a pharmaceutical industry that uses their sperm to make a lucrative medical product. She slowly begins to take pride in her work and forms a special bond with one particular minotaur client.
Uh-huh. Okay.
How would you kind of sum that up in a title?
I feel like we need to use the word milk.
I like that.
That just really stood out to me in there.
And can I tell you something?
Yeah.
That is in the title. In a way.
I would say Milk and Love.
It's Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
know
were
what?
almost right on the money.
I would listen to my book title more than I would listen to that book title.
I almost might too. Okay, ready for the second log line?
Yeah.
A female werewolf is abducted by aliens and wakes up on their spaceship, becoming embroiled in an interplanetary war that includes Earth, while falling in lust with an alien who is a fellow prisoner.
Haven't listened to anything with aliens, to be honest.
Could be hot.
I think it really could be. Because what do they look like?
That's up for you to decide.
Kind of exciting. Okay, for the title, I think we need to use war somewhere in there. War and werewolves.
You're genuinely on the right track. The title's very literal.
War with werewolves and aliens. No,
No,
I
I'm
can do
really
better.
serious. Like,
I can do
you're on the
better.
right track.
werewolves in space.
American Werewolf in Space.
Stop it.
That's insane. You got it.
It had to be an American
Just his
werewolf,
nationality
though.
was a little
Yeah.
bit iffy, but you got it essentially. Third one, you're gonna like this one.
Okay.
Oh wow, I had no idea this was even a possibility. A sexy scarecrow at first swears vengeance on the woman who bought the fields he watches over and who let his crops die, only to become her protector, parentheses, and lover, end parentheses, after the evil Crow King attacks her.
A scarecrow? Mm-hmm. Those aren't even alive.
Think about like Wizard of Oz, if that's helpful.
Okay,
That's an
okay.
alive scarecrow.
Okay. Fields of Fury.
This one is called The Scarecrow's Queen. Another literal kind of...
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I need to be more
Yours
literal.
was better. Gabby, I had so much fun with you.
Me too.
Thank you so much for coming.
I enjoyed this one bed trope.
Okay, now here are 3 books that are on my TBL, starting with A Fire in the Sky by Sophie Jordan, which is an arranged marriage book, which I'm really excited about because to me, arranged marriage screams enemies to lovers, and that is one of my favorite tropes. This author has written a YA series before that was really successful, so I'm excited to see how she does adult romantasy. The next book on my TBL is Bull Moon Rising by Ruby Dixon, and it is about a girl that lives in a very fantastical world, a lot of magical elements, and she is on a quest to save her family, and in order to do so, she teams up with a minotaur, and they kind of strike up a romance. Now, I'm excited for this one because I have not dipped my toe into the minotaur space, and I'm very much looking forward to doing that. And I know that Ruby Dixon is a Book Talk favorite. This next one is A Tribute of Fire by Soraya Wilson, and it is about a princess who has to compete in some pretty dangerous and grueling challenges in order to save her kingdom and outsmart her mortal enemy. And when I hear mortal enemy, I wonder, will it be enemies to lovers? I'm going to listen to it. That's it for this episode of Between the Sheets. I'm going to use this bed for what it was meant for. A little 5-hour nap. Can you hit the lights? Thank you.